Alrighty then, welcome back to my channel, people. This is the last Snow. You call me Snow for short. Really appreciate everybody that has been tuning into my channel. Hopefully, you guys are actually looking at everything that's been going on around Fusion World with the regionals, the new leaks that's been coming on. We definitely gonna be talking about it. Haven't I've been out for a whole week is because it's my daughter's prom. She won a championship in soccer on Sunday. She had her theater. She was one of the cast for the Lion King in her school as well. So it's just been all about my daughter this week. So I'm proud of her. I really appreciate everything. You know, just being there for her and every step of the way. Happy that she actually got to finish it. So now back to the streaming, and I'm gonna do the best as possible to fill you guys in with everything that has been leaked as of whatever's coming out for next month, which is what 2 3 weeks away. We're getting the two new starter decks, and also the I think a week after that we'll get the manga 40th anniversary case. If people are gonna get the cases or boxes, whatever you guys prefer, if your locals is actually selling it or you're gonna actually buy it online. But we're gonna get right to it. I'm only gonna be talking about the leaks and then talk about the tournament that I'm having this Sunday. If you guys haven't signed up for it, I really hope you guys are interested on joining. Um, it's gonna be the biggest one of them of. Excuse me. Sorry for running. My bad. I just had a brain fart real quick, and my tongue started slurring. But anyways, just wanted to talk about the tournament and the leaks, and hopefully everybody actually tuning into my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button, subscribe to my channel, um, and share it to everybody else that actually part of the Fusion World are interested in joining the Fusion World community, and we could definitely invite them to the chat, to the Discord chat as well. Hopefully, you guys gonna be here on Sunday for the tournament. It's gonna be the biggest one of the biggest one yet. Um, I was looking at it online. I definitely have more than what I had the previous tournament, so I'm definitely happy about that. Um, so yeah, we're gonna get right to it. It's the two starter decks we have going. If you guys don't know, let's see. It's the two starter decks that's coming out on June 13th. June 13th, which is the collaboration of Dragon Ball Fusion World with Dragon Ball Legends, the app game. We're featuring the two starter decks of Charlotte will be the black deck and Giblet will be the green deck. So as you can see, they have the two icons in the front and then the two cards that they still haven't leaked, which will be the Brawly and the old UI Goku in the background of the two starter deck pictures. Um, so yeah, you're getting the content, the ready to play 51 cards, energy marker, play sheet, rules, manual, a bonus pack, promotional code for the digital. Excuse me, for the digital version. The, and then all the cards that's coming in the deck is actually all foiled cards, which they haven't done that just yet. And this will be the two starter decks that's actually going to be like that first. Um, Also, with the leaks now, it's kind of hard to see what will be the ratios of the cards that's coming inside the box itself, because they leaked a lot of cards today, with the additions of the leaks that we already know about, which we're gonna revise again. So for everybody that had done that's not on top of it, we'll actually see what cards actually come into the starter decks, and we're also going to talk about the leaks that actually came out for the manga 40th anniversary box as well. So we're gonna start off with the Charlotte. Let's start off with the Charlotte starter deck EX. Starter deck number 9. On the front side is a 15k swinger. Activate main, tap 4. Play up to one battle card with 10,000 combo power and Saiyan and its special traits from your hand. And then on the awaken point, awakens at 4 or less, draw a card and flip the card over. So it's standard. So this card is basically don't have no special effects until you have four calls, until you have four energies on board. Either you get three energies and then the energy marker, or four energies. Um, Whichever one comes first, you won't be able to use this effect. So you basically swinging a 15k swing vanilla, no draw power or anything. So hopefully the support that comes with this deck, it actually balance the leader out, because that's kind of like a downfall to Charlotte, that it does not have the swinging part. On the backside, which is a 20k swinger, one attacking, draw one card. So now it's actually drawn on the awakened side. And then it has the same effect as it has in the front, which is on the main phase. Tap 4 and play up to one battle card with a combo of 10,000 power, saying in its special traits from your hand. So it's saying on both ends. Um, that's the only thing that I didn't get to see in the card. So it has to be saying traits, and it has to have a 10,000 combo power in order to get basically special summon. So basically like a 5 drop, 6 drop right now, that we actually get to summon with this card. So we're gonna start off with what we know so far with the starter deck, which is the 6 drop 30k swing 10k combo is the Vegeta Saiyan slash Wicked Soul. Activate on main, KO this card in the battle area. Choose up to 2 battle cards with the cost of 4 or less in the opponent's battle area and KO them. So this is like Final Explosion on yellow, just in black, and it has this basically it's a battle card. So this is one card that you can actually summon at turn 4 with the shallow effect, either he's awakened or not. So that's definitely good. And then, which makes it a little bit more complicated, is that it's like 6 costs when it's on board. On play it goes at 4, but it's a 6 cost it's a 6 cost on board. So basically it's gonna be hard to remove it. 30k swing is, it's definitely a good battle power. But I, you know, we just gonna have to wait and see what else this deck actually coming with, because you know it's good for like one turn. Because you basically sacrificing this card in order to pop 2 cards off the board, and then you already losing 1 battle card off the field. Hopefully there's a card that actually has the effect of, if you pop something on your board, triggers in another effect. Maybe we'll get something like that, maybe not. We won't know. So this is one of the cards that actually comes out. The next one will be J Cole. It will be a 1 drop 5k attack, 0 combo. It's a blocker, and on play if your leader is Charlotte, draw a card. So you already know you're gonna be playing 4 of these cards, but that's already 4 0 combos in your deck. It's blocker, which most likely is gonna be removed after 1 turn. You're just basically going for the draw power. So this is what you're going for, draw power. You can't even use it for combo. You're basically having them on the board just to get the draw power. So I'm not sure how good this is gonna be. Maybe late game is gonna be good, because you know so many of these 1 drops, cantrips, and then the blockers, your opponent's gonna have to decide to go eliminate whatever you have as a big body, or go with these small bodies and eliminate them first. So it either or, depending on the situation that you're in. So far so good. It's still not as strong going into Charlotte's deck with the 2 cards that we already spoken about. This one have 0 combo, which is easy to get removed from the board, and then the other card you have to wait to turn 4 to actually summon it, and then you're gonna end up sacrificing it just to pop 2 cards off the board if they have 2 cards on the board that they need to be, you know, removed. Next up will be Charlotte is a 2 drop 20k swing, 0 combo, another 0 combo card on in this deck. Activate on main once per turn. Place 1 card from your hand onto your owner's deck. If your leader is Charlotte and there's a battle card with the cost of 6 in your battle area, this card gets double strike. So you will have a double strike. You will have a double strike 20k swinger. You can definitely boost this card up to 30, 40k swing, depending. But what it's the problem with this is, right? It's the zero combo. Not understanding why do you want to have this with a zero 5K combo would have been fine. Now we're building on 8 cards because you're definitely gonna know you're gonna play this card at 4. So now you have 8 cards in the deck already. That's gonna be at zero combo. So now you have to be mindful about that. You don't want to be running a lot of zero combos. So we're gonna have to wait and see everything else that's actually coming out. But it's definitely a good card. Late game, this is definitely a good card. Because if you summon these multiple times and you have 1/6 drop on the board, you can actually have all these shallots on the board, swing for double strike. Just swing, swing, swing. Just make sure that you have the hand sides for it because you have to put 1 card from your hand back to the top of your deck. So that I like the card. So far so good. It's just now we're building on zero combos and it's not looking good. It's not looking good for this deck. Next up, we have the 1 drop Trunks Future, 5K attack, 10K combo. Activate main once per turn. Tap 1. Energy. Place 1 card from your hand on top of the owner's deck. If you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. This is definitely good because it's not leader locked. So I know for sure every black leader out there right now will be having this card in its deck because Kakarot was the key guy to using this effect, but it was just the 5K combo boost was a problem. But this, if it does survive on the board, you could use this card again. So you don't have to basically use 2 energies to just get an energy marker. Now you're just using 1 energy to use the energy marker, which is definitely good. It is definitely good to actually have this card in the deck. So you're definitely playing 4 of these. So right now we tip the scale that we already had 0 cost battle cards. Now we have this and the 6 drop Vegeta. So now it's balanced to 8 and 8 if we're running it like that. But just to be mindful, now we're balancing out that we have a new card. Especially, I love to play Bardock. Yeah, definitely a Bardock support. Finally, I definitely love it. Bardock support. Definitely gonna be using this in the Bardock. Hopefully, Bardock gets a little bit stronger and tips, uh, moves up a little bit at least in the tier list. It's not gonna move a lot, but at least with this card, giving it more 10K combo, extra boost. I feel like it's definitely gonna have Bardock and any other black leader, but I'm talking about Bardock because I play with Bardock. Next up, we have the 2 drop Beerus. Is a 20K swing, zero combo. Another zero combo. Oh my god, they're going crazy with these zero combos. As a crit battle card, definitely good. Apply pressure early. Then on play, if your leader is Shallot, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then look at 3 cards from the top of your deck and place them at the top of its owner's deck in any order. So I like it because it's a self awakener. That's one. Two, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck. I like that they changing it a little bit because you don't want to start bottom decking cards that you definitely gonna need, but at least you're gonna know what are your next 3 cards. So knowing the next 3 cards of your deck is definitely good because let's just say if it's not super combos, but if it's super combos, it's staying on top of the deck. But if it's cards that you really need and then you had to adjust them in the order that you need it, now for the next 3 turns, or 2 turns because you're gonna be drawing because or not even. This is locked, leader lock. I forgot Charlotte does not swing. I mean, draw on the front side. So at least for the next 3 turns, if Charlotte is not awakened, you can actually use this card to plan out your next 3 turns and what to charge and what not to charge, what to keep on hand, how to play certain things, how to address your opponent's board because you know what are the next 3 cards that's coming out. So, and then it's a crit leader. So you will decide if you want to keep the card on the board or you're just going to let it die because you know your opponent's going to be applying pressure to this card because they don't want to keep getting hit with crit because those cards do not go into your hand. Those cards actually go into your discard pile. Um, it sucks. The Beerus, you can't bottom deck cards. Yes, I understand we can't bottom deck the cards, but sometimes you need a little change. I said it before. Maybe this is something that we need. I mean, it's just 1 card. If we had any other searchers that actually keeps cards at the top of the deck, then that's something different. But bottom decking, maybe sometimes you want to change that up. Because now, even though you gotta think about the bigger picture, it's not about bottom decking. Like sometimes we bottom deck cards that we don't really want, but at least top the top three cards, you know what to actually put into your energy, what to keep in hand if you want to combo out of cards on the board, and whatever the case may be. Now you're being on a positive side that you know what are your next three cards, and then you just play it out from there. Bottom decking sometimes is good, but maybe we just need to try something different. Green is trying something different with the whole keeping energies at 3 to 4, maybe 5 energies to play certain effects and everything else. Maybe black needs this, and hopefully is a little bit, makes black a little bit stronger than what it is now. Because I feel like black is falling behind with every other color. But the thing that really gets this card kind of weak in the end, it's the zero combo. We already got 3 cards. 2 of them is definitely good, and 1 of them is alright because it gives you draw power. But come on, with these zero combos, it's not really good to even have. Alright, so next up we have, we're gonna talk about the SRs that they leaked. The 2 SRs that we have for black, and one of them is a Bardock crew. Yeah, let's go, Team Bardock. Am I gonna use this card in that deck? I have no idea. This is a 6 cards. So both cards are 6 cards. Is gonna be the first set that we actually get. Well, the first starter deck that we actually get 6 cards for black. And first card is the Son Goku / Bardock. It's a 6-drop, 35k swing, 10k combo. I like the combo power. When attacking once per turn, choose up to 1 battle card with the cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. So that's definitely good against the blue, because blue has a lot of 1-drops, 2-drops that you can actually eliminate from the board. At the same time with yellow has the Bomas, yellow has the Bobbities, can eliminate. If you're playing a mirror match, you start eliminating, blockers, the 1-drop cantrips, and red has a lot of 2-drops that they actually summon as well. So if this card actually survives on the board, this actually applies pressure, which is definitely good. You just have to be mindful about making it to 6 energies. How you're gonna have to play it out, right? So then activate on main once per turn. Discard 1 card from your hand, reveal the top card of your deck, and add it to your hand. If the revealed card cost is 6, switch this card in the battle area to active mode. So this deck is gonna actually be built with a lot of 6-drops, which is not that bad because Charlotte summons the 6-drops on 4 cost. So that's definitely amazing. So you're definitely gonna be running this deck at least on 8 energies minimum. You wanna go minimum, maybe 9 minimum, maximum, however you wanna see it. So at least you can actually 10. Minimum 8, maximum 10. Don't pass 10, you should be fine. Because you can use the effect of the leader to summon a 4, and then you can still summon a 6-drop with 6. And then applying the pressure of this is definitely fire. Because if the top card is a 6-drop, you get to swing with this card again. And then apply a 35k swing. That's the reason why they actually put it once per turn. Because if you got to restand this card again, to use the effect again is ridiculous. So it's definitely a good card to have in the deck. Now, the next 6-drop is the Son Gohan Childhood. It's the first Son Gohan Childhood card that we actually get for black. 35k swing again, 10k combo. On play, reveal the top card of your deck and add it to your hand. If the revealed card is a cost of 6, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Doesn't say rested, doesn't say anything, doesn't say restricted cost. It's just KO. That is amazing. Amazing with a 10k combo boost. This deck is gonna be flooded with 10k combos. More than 75% of the deck is gonna be 10k combos. These 2 SRs is gonna be amazing. I can just imagine how that SCR that they're gonna have, the Ultra Instinct Goku, what that effect is gonna be of. But these 2 cards to be the bosses, the semi bosses to Charlotte is definitely amazing. So I'm loving black already. Team Black slash Team Yellow, Team Bardock. You already know. I love it. I love these cards. I want to see what you guys think about these cards as well. Nice 10k combo. Yeah, definitely is Sunrise. Definitely is. Love the Sun Gohan. You will see the combo with Gohan after. Yeah, definitely for sure. 35k swing. That means they had to give you a super combo, and that's another thing too. You could just you don't even have to give 10k combos a 35k swing. You don't even have to give a 10k combo. Just give it a 5k combo. Put it at 40. Your opponent has to give you a super combo, all three cards from hand, and just apply pressure. And then if you hit the jackpot with the six cost being the top card of the deck, it's gonna be fire. Just imagine at the turn that you have 10 energies, right? You summon one of these guys at turn and 4 cost, and then you have the other one summon at 6. You can actually use the effect of the Bardock first, right? Reveal the top card. Let's say it's a 6 cost. You get to restand this. Then you get to summon the next. Then summon a Gohan to pop something off the board. So that's 35k swing. 35k swing. 35k swing. That is amazing. That is amazing. And then with the 2-drop Charlotte that you're about to have, that's so easy to summon. Just imagine summon those 3-4 times just next turn if your opponent actually survives. And if you survive, just flood the gates. It'll be it's gonna look crazy. I'm loving this deck. I'm loving it. Next up is the last picture. They dumped all these cards all at once. I tried to cooperate as much as possible, but I couldn't. But we're actually gonna zoom into the cards. So we're gonna start with the King Command. Is a super combo. You already know it's a standard 10k combo on the offense, 20k combo on the defense from hand. So we already know. I like it that it's actually full gold with the black on the background. That looks fire. Then you have the Zaha. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Zaha is a 1-drop 15k swinger 5k combo. When attacking, if there's a battle card with the cost of 6 in your battle area, look at the top 2 cards. Top 2 cards from the top of your deck and use up to 1 battle card in the combo. Place the rest at the top of the owner's deck in any order. Okay, so now you're not bottom. This deck is not bottom decking anything. It keeps everything on top. So it's crazy because if you literally look at the top 2 cards, you could use one of them for a combo. That is insane. That card is insane. Hey, that's insane. Let's read that again. I gotta read this card again. Let's zoom in a little bit more so I can actually read it correctly, because that sounded crazy to me. When attacking, if there's a battle card with the cost of 6 in your battle area, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck and use up to 1 battle card in a combo. Place the rest at the top of its owner's deck in any order. That is not that bad. It's not that big of a deal because it's only the top 2 cards. So it's not that big of a deal to actually look at the top 2 cards. But it's definitely a good card to actually use. Are you going to use it? Maybe. Maybe not. I think you are, because, I would like to test this deck out with just the standard starter deck first, and then see what I could add into this deck to see how it functions. But that's definitely a good card to actually have. 4 off? I don't think so. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Pushing for 3? I don't know about that. But it's definitely a good card. Vegeta's Insane combo with Son Gohan, and it's the first card with the skill that works on your deck. All right, we're gonna get to there. We're gonna get to it. Next up will be the Son Goku. It's the only vanilla card that we've seen. It's a 6-drop, 40k swing, 10k combo. You're most likely gonna end up using this in the deck as well, because summoning this off of your leader effect, 4 costs for a 40k swing sounds crazy to me. Lucky enough that the effect is only once per turn, but that's definitely amazing to even have. And it's not going to be easy to remove the card either, because it's a 6-drop and it's a 40k swing. What is red going to do? Neg this down to 40? I think not. What blue's going to do? They're going to have to use that card that bottom decks, but besides that, you're not gonna be bottom deck or Xeno, depending. But if you summon this at turn 4, you'll be having this on the board for at least 2 more turns before Xeno pops. Then the next one is a 1-drop Boma, 5k attack, 5k combo. If your leader is Charlotte, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 battle card with the cost of 6 or less with 10,000 combo power and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any random order. So okay, so this is what I'm talking about. It's definitely good. Now we have 2 cards that actually puts the cards back to the top of your deck. But we have this card that actually bottoms deck it. So now it balances out your deck. It balances out what you want to keep on top of your deck, and it balances out what you want to have on top of your deck. So it is now you get to manage how your deck's supposed to be flowing, which is definitely good. I haven't seen a black deck actually do that. Bardock, you get to scribe the top card of your deck, bottom deck it, or top deck it, but that's it. You didn't have cards that actually could keep at top of the deck and actually bottom deck some of the cards. So this Boma card is definitely going to be used plenty of times. It's going to be a 4 of, definitely. Next up, we have the Vegito. Let's zoom in. It's a Vegito. So the Vegito is a 2-drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. Permanent, increase the cost of this card in a deck. Increase the cost of this card in a deck or battle area by 4. So he turns into a 6 cost. And that effect is not even leader locked. That is amazing. But it's a 20k swinger, so, you know, hard to remove off the board. But, you know, it's definitely good. It's definitely a good permanent effect. Because it's going to be hard to get removed off the board. Unless you're going to try to neg it to 0. Alright? On play, place 1 card from your hand on the top of its owner's deck. If your leader is Charlotte and you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. Hold on. Now we have the energy manipulation into this deck as well. That's definitely good. Because it's true what the guys are saying in the chat. Use the Gohan effect. Use this effect to put a 10k combo, a 6 cost to the top of your deck. Then summon the Gohan. The Gohan pops something off the board. Or if you got the Bardock on the board, the Bardock effect is going to activate because of this. Because you get to restand that card and swing for 35k again. That is fire. That's a 4 of. You got to play 4 of these in your deck. 4 of these in your deck. You have to be played. And you don't even have to worry about it getting removed off the... If you play this at early game, you don't even have to remove it. Because it's not on summon. Because, you know, we gotta do the books for dummies. We gotta read it constantly. Because everybody just love how to read things the way it's not supposed to. It says increase the cost of this card in a deck or battle area by 4. So you get to search for this card at 6. You get to have it on the board at 6. But you get to summon it at 2. That's fire. That is fire. That's broken, yup. Yo, that is definitely broken. Now we're going to the extra cards. This is a 1. What's it called? This is Burning Power of Instinct. It's a 1-drop, activate main. If there's a battle card with the cost of 6 in your battle area, choose up to 2 battle cards with the cost of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. This card has to be in your deck. At least 2 of these because you're going to need to wipe board. You're going to need to apply pressure to your opponent. There's going to be a lot of 3 costs or less on the board. Either you're playing against blue because blue's going to have all those small bodies, especially Halo Cool, Mini Vegeta with the Videl, the Pilaf, all those 1-drop nonsense. The same thing with yellow with the Bomas, the Babidis. Then you have red with the 2-drop battle cards that they have that stays on the board. The Gohans, that's a 3-drop. So this answers to a lot of cards this is definitely a card you really want to play. So if I was you guys, I suggest you guys to play it. I know I am, but I'm definitely gonna play this starter deck the way it is, see how it works, and then see what I have to replace cards with. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what the meta is gonna look like when these starter decks come out. So right now we can say blue is running and everything else, but I'm starting to see Brawly upping up the scales and everything else. So we just have to wait and see what is the meta um at at the point when these starter decks come out. Last but not least, we have this card, which is I'm gonna end you card. Extra card is a 1-drop. Activate battle. Your cards that are in battle gets 15,000 power for the battle. Then, if there's a battle card with the cost of 6 in your battle area, draw a card. So this is definitely good. The draw power. You only have 2 draw powers. This will be good. It gives you the you could use it at the offense or the defense. At the end of the day, and you get to draw. Is this like the 1-drop that we just finished getting for yellow? Yellow starter deck SS3 Vegeta. If you guys actually know the card, that you get to combo 15k combo power, and then you get to draw a card. The only thing is with this, you have to have that 6 cost on the field to actually use the draw part. But from what we have seen 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 with a 2-drop, 5, 6 drops already, right? We have 5, 6 drops, and the SCR that's actually coming out. That's 6 drops into the deck right now that you're gonna be able to have on the board in order to use this card to actually get the draw power. The only thing about this deck is you're gonna have to run a lot of cantrips. So that's definitely good. It's broken. 10k is better. Nah, 10k is gonna be a lot of fun, and I think it's good. Yeah, 10k is definitely gonna be good. The only thing that this deck is really missing will be the cantrips, because you're gonna be low on your hand size. They're gonna try to apply pressure on your board, and you're not gonna be able to combo out. And if you do combo out, you're gonna be missing a lot of firepower. So cantrips will be. Don't be surprised. This will be the first deck that starts running crazy cantrips, going back to 8. I'm just saying, this might be the starter deck that we actually starter deck / leader itself. That's gonna be running 8 cantrips just to flow the way it's supposed to in order to not run out of cards. Vegeta puts a marker, bro. Yeah, and that's a good thing too. We have the marker. Like this card is nasty. Right now, so far so good with Shallot. Shallot starter deck looking so good, and the crazy part is that we might still be missing cards because it's supposed to be. If we go back to it, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think it said a 50 card deck. Right? Let's look it up again. Ready to play 51 cards because it's counting the leader itself. So it's 51 cards. Right? Let's go back to the leader. So it's 51 cards. So if you look at it, if we're gonna do the ratios, this is gonna be at 2. Cause every starter deck the way it came out to only 2 SRs. So let's just say these are 4. And everything else will be commons and uncommons. Which is, hold on, this Vegeta right here, let me see. This Vegeta, wow, it's an SR. Hold on. That just threw me off. I did not know that was an SR. So we might be getting 2 of those as well. So this is why if you guys gonna play any starter decks, you gotta have 2 starter decks. You gotta buy 2 starter decks. If you get on the client, you gotta get 2 starter decks in order to build this deck and have everything at 4. A quantity of 4 of each. If you're gonna play 4 of each. The 6 cost boss card is the last one we don't have, I think. We don't have it. But if we do the math, right? So we have 3 SRs, which will be 2 of each. That's 6. Then we have 1, 2. Everything else is going to be 4 off. I don't guarantee that's a fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 with Beerus. 8 with Charlotte. Vegeta. 9. 10, 11. 11, that's 44. 44 cards. Right? 44. 45, 46. 46. 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, so yeah, so we just finished getting the whole starter deck. And I think number 51 is actually the SCR that's actually on the starter, on the deck box. So I think that's what it is. It says 51, and I just did the math. Because SRs only comes in 2s. We got 3 SRs at 6. Then we got 11 cards, that's commons and uncommons, which will be 4 of each. We already know that because that's starter decks standard. So that's 40, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And then the boss in the back will be just, we would probably just get 1 of. Which you already know people's going to try to play 4 of those. So that means you're going to have to get more starter decks. You're going to have to get 4 starter decks unless you're going to try to buy that card on its own. But you already know that card might be inflated in price. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So if you don't know about the SCR, because there is one, there's 2, if you guys not actually watching it, I'm going to show you guys right now. Trying to see, maybe I deleted it. Maybe I didn't delete it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find it real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me try to find that card. Just give me 1 second. I'll try to find it as soon as possible. So yeah, so just in case if people don't remember, because I like how Bandai just fell asleep on, they just threw those cards out there, right? The 2 pictures, and then really thought that everybody was gonna forget about it because they just kept throwing more cards on top of it, more cards and more cards. But there's 2 cards that they have not revealed that's supposed to come with the starter deck. Because if you look at the screen right now, at the back of the starter decks, you see 2 cards. You have Broly, and then you have UI Goku. Just give me. I'm still trying to look for it. Trying to think, did it come out before or after the booster box? Yeah, they released it without the text, but we know those cards are coming out though. We definitely know. Are we getting the second Black SCR on the structure deck? Yeah, we should be getting it in the structure deck. That was part of the. That was definitely part of it. Yeah, I literally. Matter of fact, I'm so dumb. I could have just done this. Let's see. I'm scrolling. I feel like I'm close. Jackpot. Ah, where did it go? Why am I? Yo, this is crazy. Apologize for the thing, but just re-download it. Now I can't even see it. Because people are actually lost in the sauce about the card. Hmm. I've re-downloaded it, but it's not showing. Or is my eyes deceiving me? I think my eyes are deceiving me. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, of course my eyes gonna be deceiving me. There you go. There you go. So those are the cards that I'm talking about. Those are the two SCRs. These are the two cards that we're waiting for. I'm not sure because right now we have no cards. It could be alternate arts. Could be. Am I saying it wrong? If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. But you guys know what I'm talking about. These are they have not showed these cards just yet. I'm not sure what these cards are. We don't know the context of it behind it, but I know these are the final two cards that they still haven't leaked, and we're gonna have to wait and see. Maybe they leak it tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe sometime next week. We just gonna have to wait and see. But these are definitely the two cards that we're missing into both starter decks. We won't get our SCR until the following set, bro. All right, so but I'm all right, but I know for sure these two cards definitely coming out on the deck. This is these definitely coming out. But you know what I mean, though. Come on, come on. We actually gonna go there. Anyways, going back into the starter decks, we already revised the Shallot. Now let's go to Giblet. Let's go to Giblet. Nah, you over here trying to bully me, bro. Why are you bullying me? Yo, TCG Country. How's it going? So the next starter deck that we have, number 10, is Giblet. Um, it's a 15k attack on the front side. When attacking, draw one card. And then on the awaken, it will awaken on 4 or less. Draw one card, then flip it over, which is standard. Now it makes it what this leader it makes the game a little bit totally different when it comes to green because it has an effect that completely different with all the other green leaders that we have. Excuse me. It's a 20k swing on the backside. When attacking, draw one card. Activate main once per turn. Place one of your energies into Place one of your energy into your owner's drop. If you have 2 or less energies, add up to 2 battle cards from your drop to their owner's energy. Then if you would add a card to his owner's energy during this turn, place that card into your owner's drop instead. Not sure how that secondary effect is gonna work against your opponent, but we're gonna have to wait and see because we don't have that many cards that actually sends cards to their energies unless you're playing against green. Unless this deck has cards that puts cards going into your opponent's energies, then that's something totally different. But we're gonna have to wait and see. It's totally different from any green leader that we have, but it definitely has the whole minimizing and control of your energies. Like the last 2 to 3 guys that we have, because Brawley have to stay at 4. Nameku had to be at 7. The Vegeta had to be at 3, 4, maybe 5 at max to use certain effects. So yeah, we just gonna have to wait and see. Um, let's see what you guys wrote because I haven't been reading it. Going well, TCG. Not too bad. Just thought I would drop by and say hey and support you for a moment. Now I really appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it for everybody that's actually tuning into my channel right now. Actually, being there and supporting me. Love Giblet. Much love, brother. Love back to you. Take care. Oh, I gotta bounce. Thank you for tuning in as well, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm most likely gonna be streaming tomorrow, so you know, definitely gonna be excited about playing this deck, and hopefully it's already on tap by tomorrow, so we actually can test this deck out, and on tabletop simulators. So because I want to really test this deck out and see what you have to play with and everything else. So you already know, Eggman has it up and running. We're gonna be proxying these cards. Actually, I start using it at home, webcam, locals. Not to use it in a tournament, but like going to your local spot to actually practice with your friends. So it's definitely gonna be good to test these decks out before it comes out. So let's talk about the first card that they leaked with this deck, which will be the Majin Buu Kid. It's a 4-drop, 25k swing, 5k combo. On play, discard 1 card from your hand and place 2 of your energies into your owner's drop. Add the top card of your deck to your life. Then add up to 1 battle card from your drop to your owner's energy. Okay, so now I get it. So this is our first card that gives your opponent an energy, but technically not, because of the leader effect. It actually goes into your discard pile. That's definitely good, and it's not restricted either. It says battle card. It doesn't say rested. It doesn't say 4 or less, and it gives you a life, which is good because if you awaken and then you go back up to 5, like Piccolo, like King Piccolo, you go back up to 5 and you awaken. That's definitely good as well. So I definitely like it. I like the card. So let's see what else they have in store. Next up will be Super Baby number 2. It's a 2-drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. 1 attacking, draw 1 card, then discard 1 from your hand. So you're taking a life, self-awakener. That's definitely good because you want to awaken. Not as soon as possible, but you definitely want to awaken to the point that, you start using your leader's effect as soon as possible. Instead of giving your opponent energies, you are removing battle cards to your opponent's energies. You're actually removing them to actually put them in a discard pile. So it doesn't consider as a KO. It's a removal, which is good. The wording removal actually helps out as well, because some cards can be KO'd and everything. The only thing that's actually protected by all this nonsense that's going on is the barriers, which is the barrier Frieza, barrier Majin Buu, and the new barrier Goku that came out. And at the same time, when you're attacking, you draw 1 card. The discard 1 card is definitely good as well because you get to pitch to see what you want to keep in your hand or not. And there's you get to try to manage what you want to have in your hand, because you might have a lot of 0 combos in your hand. You need to pitch them out. That's definitely good. And it's actually every time you swing is not on play. The self-awakening part is actually on play. So it's definitely good. Also, Artificial Moon works with Giblet. Only doesn't work at 2 energy, and if you activate the skill. But that's the skill. Artificial Moon sounds good with the deck, but we have to see what these cards actually looks as a whole to see if you actually gonna be at 2 or at 3 to actually use Artificial Moon. So that's another thing that we have to worry about as well. Next up is Hit. 2-drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up 1 card from your life to your hand. Definitely another Self-Awakener, which is definitely good. When attacking, if you have less energy than your opponent, choose all battle card with the cost of 1 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. This card definitely sets the tone against blue for sure. The peel-offs, the one-drops Satan City massacre that they have, the cantrips, all that. When it comes to yellow, you have those little one-drops that have to stay on the board, so you gotta use them as sacrifices to pop and to restand or pop cards off your opponent's hands. All those cards is getting removed off the board because of this card. And if you're playing against Brawly, this actually removes all the one drops, especially um, the Sheila that's actually going to be on the board as well. So, that's definitely good. And then when attacking, if you have... Oh, I already read that. My bad. Brain fart. Don't know why I'm reading that again. But definitely a good card to have. You already know people's going to be running this at 4. It's definitely good because you get to apply pressure. They won't have no combo power on the board to protect them. So they will have to be using cards out their hand. So pressure is definitely good. This card definitely was built for blue. I don't care what nobody says. It definitely was built for blue. And the crazy part is not even leader locked. Reading that card once again, it's not even leader locked. This tips the scale for green because green has the problem going against blue with the bottom decking and everything else, and then the comboing out. They have all these combo power on the board. Now they won't even be able to be doing that as lot if you have this on the board and it sticks on the board. Imagine if green had cards to protect their board. You have the 5-drop going that protects the 3 cost, and then you have the Chila that protects the Brawly. But just imagine if they had a card that protects everything else. That would be crazy. This stays on the board and continues swinging. That's insane. Next up, we have the 1-drop Zamasu. 5k attack, 5k combo on play if your leader is Giblet. Look at 4 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal it to 1 battle card with the cost of 5, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in any random order. That's kind of weird. That's saying 2 to 5. That means you can't even recycle. You can't even look up 1 cost. So that's something new to me. It's not like you have broken 1-drops that you have to avoid getting from the deck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think we haven't even seen that 1-drop that actually does damage like that. But we just have to wait and see what else they actually leaked with this deck, because 2 to 5 is kind of a little bit too specific to my liking. Next up, we have the 2-drop Janemba, 15k swing, 10k combo. Finally a 10k combo card, because I think this is the first one. Everything else was 5k. Permanent. On your turn, if you have less energy than your opponent, this card in the battle area gets 10,000 power. And on play, add a 1 card from your light to your hand. So definitely a Self-Awakener deck. So it's aggressive to Self-Awaken, and its effect on the permanent side, it does go up to 25, which is fine. But it's still at 15 on your opponent's side. So that's the only bad part. You're only going to get 1 swing out of it, and then I know you're not going to protect it when it's on your side, when it's in your opponent's turn, because 15k swing defending it's not that good. Right? Let's talk about the SRs that came out. We have 2 SRs. Golden Frieza, 3-drop, 25k swing, 0 combo. Permanent. You're on your turn only. If you have less energies than your opponent, this card in the battle area gets 5,000 power. On play, if your leader is Giblet, draw 1 card, then add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So you get to draw basically 2 cards on the play of this card. Not bad. Not bad. The only thing about that I'm not liking about this deck is that it's pertaining that you have to have less energies than your opponent. If you're doing mirror matches against green, especially Brawly, you can't pass 3 at all. that means you have to stick to 3. If you're playing against Brawly and you know you're gonna play against Brawly, because Brawly is one of the, one of the up and coming green decks that you're gonna be playing against, you can't even pass 3 because you have to have less energies than your opponent, and Brawly's gonna stick to 4 for the long run. So you gotta have to be mindful of how you're gonna play your turns, because you don't even have removals unless you use previous cards to have cards to be removed from your energies and everything else. Because now your other SR is a 4-drop, 30k swing, 5k combos, Shallot. Now understanding how this is Shallot when it looks like it's a fusion. I never played Dragon Ball Legends. Sorry to say. Y'all could kill me later about it, but apologize. I am gonna try to get into it to know more about the backstory to Shallot and Giblet, but this does look like a fusion. Not understanding how is it just Shallot itself. Anyways, permanent, your turn. If you have less energies than your opponent, discard in the battle area gets 5,000 power. So that's on your side. It's always going to be a 35k swing if you have less energy than your opponent. Against any other color, you're going to activate this effect. But if you're playing against Giblet itself or Vegeta, because Vegeta can stay at 3 if he wants to, or go at 4, then you have Brawly at 4 as well. So you're kind of already looking at your weak spot when it comes to mirror matches, that most of these effects is not going to be working. But it looks like this deck was built against every other color and not thinking about mirror matches. So I like the deck so far, so good. Going against Shallot, I already see the counterpart of it. They're gonna, they're gonna go toe to toe with each other. But playing against the meta that we have now, if you do go against, and you're gonna end up being matched up with green, if you end up getting matched with another Giblet, or another Brawly, or the green Vegeta, you're gonna have a problem using these guys' effects because these guys stick to 4. So we're just gonna have to see how you're gonna play it out. His secondary effect is on play. Place 2 of your energies into your owner's drop. If your leader is Giblet, draw 1 card. Then add up 1 battle card from your drop to his owner's energies. So the thing with this is, if you activate your leader effect, or is it on play once per turn? Okay, it's once per turn. You don't have to use the effect, because the thing is that does not let your opponent get an extra energy, actually downsize it. But you will actually want to do that though, because if you're playing the mirror match, you're giving them the energy. So that's definitely good that it has that effect, because if it didn't have that effect, then it will be a problem to use this card. Alright, sorry, I was looking at my phone. So that's the SRs. So let's talk about the rest of the green cards that's actually coming out for this later. Let's zoom out. We have Ginnan Man. So I guess it's their own version of Cyberman. They have the combo power, so I guess black has yellow background with the black outline. This one has the blue background with the black outline. Definitely good as a standard super combo. 10k offense, 20k on the defense from the hand. Next up we have Goku Black. Shout out to Goku Black. Where's my Goku Black leaders out there? Goku Black, they lucky. They know what they did coming out with this Goku Black and green. That's what it came out in blue. Goku Black would have been the top tier. Top tier. Goku Black, baby. Nah, let me stop. We have Goku Black, 5 cost, 35k swing, 0 combo. It's a crit. It's a crit battle card. On play, place 2 of your energies into your owner's drop. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Definitely good. But like I said, this is a 5-drop. Some of these cards are not going to be good playing against certain leaders. But the ratio of the leaders, you're going to end up using this card. I'm not sure how many you're gonna be playing. You probably just play one of, maybe two, pushing for two. But I think one of should be fine. But this is definitely gonna be charged up when it comes to like playing against green. Um, Depending on the green leader. Next card is gonna be Giblet. 3 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo. Finally another 10k combo card. Because they definitely don't have that much. It's a blocker, first blocker. On play, if your leader is Giblet, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Another Self Awakener. So the aggressive side of this deck is definitely to awaken as soon as possible and apply as much pressure as you can. Definitely liking the whole applying the to use the awaken side effect to instead of giving them the energies from the battle cards going into your energy actually to the discard pile once per turn. But we're just gonna have to wait and see on the matchups. But like I said, if these cards are leaking now, that means in less than 24 hours these cards, or maybe they're already up and running, you're gonna use it on untap. You could probably do the proxies to try them out, or you could go to Tabletop Simulator to test these cards out as well. So most likely, if I could get somebody to match up with me, we could definitely test these cards out tomorrow on Untap. I'll try to see who I can hit up to see if we could test these cards out and see how it goes. But yeah, that's the game plan for tomorrow, to try to test these 2 decks out. Next up is Cell. It's a 3 drop. Cell is a 3 drop, 25k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Another Self Awakener. When attacking, if you have less energies than your opponent, choose up to 1 card with the cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area and add it to their energy and rest mode. That's definitely good that you actually put it in rest mode, because you do not want to give them active energy, because they could just counter with anything that could give them combo boost. So that's definitely good. Like I said, the aggression in green to awaken is definitely good. You don't see the ramp, because green was built on ramp, but now it's just built on controlling your energies. So now, you know, this one is basically built on awakening you as soon as possible. Next up, the last battle card will be the 4 drop Turles. 30k swing, 5k combo. On play, place 2 energies into your owner's drop. If you have a leader, if your leader is Giblet, this card gains double strike. So here we go. Shallot double strike goes to black. Now Turles double strike in the green deck. The only difference is that Shallot is a 2 drop double strike. This is actually a 4 drop double strike. And what I like is that both double strikes is leader locked, so you won't be able to use them in any other decks. So that's definitely good. The artwork looks nice. I can't wait to see them on hand, because they're supposed to be coming all foiled. So that's definitely good. And they kind of like falling asleep on Turles. They haven't been coming out with a lot of Turles cards. You only been seeing Turles cards coming out like in starter decks. They probably came out like with 1 or 2 cards in the booster boxes, but they kind of like on the down low with that leader. So yeah, now going to the extras. It's a Saiyan Born of Fury and Hate. 1 drop. Activate on battle. Your card that's in battle gets 15,000 power for the battle. Then if your leader is Giblet and you have less energies than your opponent, that card gets 10,000 power for the battle. So instead of getting 15, you're getting 25, and it's activate on battle, so you can use it on your opponent's side and on your side. So that's definitely good. This card is definitely good because it does not this deck does not run a lot of 10k combos compared to black. The massive amount of 10k combos they have, this card will be helping them in the long run when it comes down to like comboing out of certain situations. Works with the Giblet skill cell and not ramp your opponent. Meteor, yeah, Meteor definitely could do that. Last but not least is Twisted Morality. Activate on main. It's a 2 cost. Place 1 of your energies into your drop. If your leader is Giblet, choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 4 or less, and up to 1 battle card with the cost of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. So you get to KO 2 cards for the price of 1 energy, but one has to be 4 or less and the other one has to be 3 or less. Not sure why they have it like that. Especially if you're going against your brother, Shallot, this card won't even work because battle cards in the field are 6 costs most of the time. So where are you going with this? Maybe against other leaders, like outside of the, because what they do is they like to drop 2 starter decks besides the SS3 Vegeta. They like to drop multiple starter decks so they could be actually like the arch nemesis to each other. So having this and its brother going back at it, I don't think you're gonna be playing this card. But if you're going, if I'm building this deck for tomorrow to test run, this card is not gonna be in the deck, guaranteed fact. But it would be in the deck, probably a 1-off, or maybe 2-off. Not sure, because you're sacrificing 2 energies, burning 1. So technically, you're gonna tap 2, burn one of the ones that you already rested, right? In order to use this effect. So basically, burning 2 energies to pop 2 bodies off the board. That's not bad. And once again, it's not telling you rest mode battle cards, but it is restricted to 1 4 or less, and the other one 3 or less. So yeah, that's it for the starter deck for Giblet. So far, this deck is really built on aggression of self-awakening as soon as possible. Compared to Shallot, Shallot has to awaken as soon as possible as well, because he don't have the draw power on the front side. Giblet does, and then the effect that Shallot has, you can activate it on both sides. It doesn't really matter. So, but then Giblet does have a card that gives you 1 extra life. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how these 2 collide with each other tomorrow. I want to see what you guys vote. I want to put a poll up on what you guys gonna vote, which deck will actually win tomorrow when I do this test. Giblet versus Shallot. Hopefully I can find, I'm gonna try to find one of my friends to actually team up with me to actually do these decks together and then see how it goes. Last but not least, concerning the starter decks, will be, it's not in English, the 2 energy markers that they have, the normal and the gold versions of both starter decks. It does not say, it does say 6:30, so I guess this is gonna be in the ultimate battle for the end of June. You guys get to see it, get to earn it. I'm gonna try to get both the golds, because those golds energy markers look fire. And then we have the promos as well on the side of it right here. So we just have to wait and see what the promos are going to be. Can we actually zoom into it? Looks like Android 18, and I can't see who's the other one. But yeah, these are the 2 energy markers for it. So just let me know what you guys think on which deck actually looks better, because those are all the cards that's actually leaked. Both starter decks are already leaked. There's only 2 more cards left. It's might be the game changer if the deck is gonna be better than the other. But as of right now, which deck do you guys think is better, Giblet or Shallot? So let's go to the mangas. The manga 40th anniversary booster box that's actually coming out. So we have, so far, we have the Vegeta reprint that came out on set 4. That's one of the leaders, gets 5 leaders. We have the reprint of the new Son Goku Childhood that just came out in set 6. We have the reprint for that. Then we have the new leader, Bulma, for black. So we have green, blue, and now we have black. Black is the new leader, which is Bulma. 15 On the offensive side, on the front side, permanent, this card can attack. Excuse me. So it gives me the wish effect of Dragon Ball Masters. Activate main, switch this card to rest mode, draw one card, then discard one card. So you're not getting to draw um to keep in the hand. You basically draw to pitch one card to try to maintain what cards to keep on hand and what cards you don't need anymore. So you're just gonna throw it in a discard pile. But the only difference is with this card is that when your life is at 5 or less, you get to draw the card and then you get to flip this card over. Alright? So at 5, the first leader ever, right now for Dragon Ball Fusion World, this is the first leader that actually comes out. You can actually awaken at 5. Now on the awaken side is a 20k swinger. But on the permanent side, this card still can attack. So on the front and back side, this card can attack either or. Activate on battle only on your turn. Switch this card to rest mode. If you only have cards with adventure in its special traits in your battle area, switch your battle card that's in the battle area to active mode. Then use up to one battle card from your drop in your combo. So that's definitely good because it doesn't restrict. It's not restricted on any other battle cards that's coming out in this deck, and that's on the battlefield. As long as it's an adventure card and everything on the board is an adventure card, you can withstand any of those cards and use a card from your discard pile as a combo power to apply pressure. So you got to make sure that this deck is built on applying pressure without the leader, because the leader itself, you only use an effect once per turn and it can't even attack. So it's just there just for the show. So far so good on that, right? The last two leaders that we have, yellow is getting Majin Buu, Kid Buu, basically Kid Buu, and then for red we're getting another Cell leader. So on the top it says Kid Buu. We're gonna zoom it in so you guys can actually see. Kid Buu, when attacking, draw one card. Activate main once per turn if you have a battle card with the cost of 4 more and the characteristic of Majin in your battle area. Choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode cards. That card can't be switched to active mode during opponent's next turn. So that's good that you got a leader that gets to lock a body on the board, but you have to have a battle card in your field that has Majin. If they don't start with the ban list, this leader is going to be a problem. Forget restanding. You have something to lock something off the board and apply pressure to your opponent. That goes crazy. So you could use either or. With the Majin Buu package that everybody's using, with the other Majin Buu, you can actually use it in this. You just have to have like a double strike battle card. That's it. Because I don't think what you have that's Majin. You have the 4-drop vanilla. That's a Majin. And then you have the double strike. That's a Majin as well. I'm not sure if there's any other battle cards that actually pertain in the 4 cost ratio. 4 costs of more. But I will have to do my research. Current support looks good, but hopefully we get more. We're definitely going to get more. We're for sure going to get more. It just looks like we're getting a lot of reprints. Then for Cell is when attacking, you may return up to one of your battle cards with Android trait in the battle area to your hand. If you do, draw one card, then this card gains 20,000 power for the turn. That is kind of bad, because if you don't, you have to build the deck on androids itself. Most of it has to be, because you can't even draw. And this is the awakened side, just so you know. We don't know what the front side looks like, but this is the awakened side. The red android cards that we have right now are not as strong to just be built only on androids. So his effect is not even going to pop off as much. So that means if it doesn't pop off as much, that means you're not going to be able to draw out of it. Yes, it's a 40k lead swing. That's fire. But the android support cards that we have, if If the manga set does not come out with more Android support, and we're gonna deal with the Android support that we already have now, then I don't feel like this leader is gonna have the firepower to keep those androids on the board. It's only gonna be working on its own. 40k swing, granted, there's only one swing though. So I like it. I like the leader effect. But Bandai has to be mindful of what they release, because Bandai lets to release nonsense that makes decks so freaking powerful to the point that, alright, we need a ban list, we need limited, we need this. We're already dealing with cards right now that's still not being banned and not even being limited. We're still waiting for the ban list. If they come out with something that actually comes out with this, that we're gonna need another ban list, we're gonna have a problem, because then Cell might be the red deck that everybody's gonna be using and just flooding the board and applying a massive amount of pressure. There's a one-drop searcher Android. Yes, for sure. We're only talking about leaders right now. Wanted to get the leaders out the way, that we talk about everything else, so everybody sees what other leaders are. So the leader that we talking about, not the leader. We have this. It is kind of blurry. I apologize. I was trying to get a better view, a better card view of it. It's a one drop, 5k attack, 0 combo. That is the first time I actually see a one drop to be 0 combo. So it says on appearance, which is on play, if your leader only has characteristic Android, that means this could be used in both Cell and Android 18. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with the characteristic Android that costs 5 or less and add it to your hand. Place the rest at random on the bottom of your deck. After that, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, and it gives it minus 5,000 power for the turn. So this card is going to be 4 off. We already know that for sure. But that's crazy. You get to search and everything else, but I don't understand why it would be a 0 combo. Because it's already specifying it has to be androids. It's already Android leader locked. So just to give it 0 combo, it's not really. Maybe because most of the battle cards that androids do have on its own is 10k combo boost. I understand that. So definitely be good. But it does look crazy that if Cell runs on 40k swing, right? Then use this as a combo power. Or even the 5 drop. Let's just say you search for the Android 13, the fusion one, right? Summon it. That's 35, right? 35k swing. Combo with this, if this was a 5k, that's 240k swings. 240k. And if we don't remember, if that Android fuse pops something off the board, it gets a restand again and swing again. So 240k swings to lead goes crazy. Definitely goes crazy. So this is definitely interesting compared to every other card that we actually got for Android. So Android looks like it was the bottom of the bottom, Android 18, but with the Cell coming out and these cards actually coming out for the support, this card definitely gonna look good and Android 18 and in the Cell deck. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what people play after. Okay, this card came out way too small. Way too small. There's a 2 drop 20k swing 5k combo Goku. Right? It's an adventure card / Saiyan. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So it's a self-awakener. Auto on your turn if your leader is a great adventure trait. So now this is leader locked. When this card is used in a combo from your drop, it gets 10,000 combo power for the turn. That's not bad. That is not bad. So black is definitely getting in support. The only thing that is leader locked. Imagine this card being a non-locked card. Any black leader using this card is ridiculous. With the leader effect of comboing from the discard pile, which will be like a 10k combo, that's ridiculous as well. So definitely good. I see that they're trying to give Bulma an image and have its own separate cards, because once you start like releasing cards that you can use on every other deck, then Bulma's gonna fall from the face of the earth and nobody's gonna use the leader. Right? Next up we already released these, which is Master Roshi and Krillin. We have the Master Roshi is a 3-drop, 25k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then activate on battle once per turn and only your turn. If your leader has Adventure in his special traits, this card in the battle and use a card from the drop in your combo during this turn. Draw 1 card. If you use the lead effect with this card combined, you get to draw a card and you get to combo a card from the discard pile. So you can really turn this guy into 30, 35, 40, maybe 45, depending on the back-to-back combo power that you're gonna be using. At a 3 cost, that's definitely good, and you get to take a life as well. So really gonna apply pressure. You're really giving your hand a healthy, putting your hand so healthy in a healthy situation that you don't have to combo anything from your hand, because you're basically comboing from your discard pile. So Master Roshi is definitely gonna be a 4-off in the Bulma deck for sure, and it's leader locked. So right now we looking at a bunch of leader locked cards. So Bulma don't look like it's gonna be King Piccolo, because King Piccolo right now don't have no strong support. So let's talk about the Krillin. 3-drop, 20k swing, 10k combo. A permanent if your leader has Adventure, another leader lock card in the special traits. This card is in the battle. And you have a card in your combo area. This card gains crit with 5k boost. So 25k crit. And is a self-awakener as well. That's not bad. Your opponent don't want to take those crit hits, especially early game. Early game or even late game, when they need the combo power, you apply that pressure. This is definitely a good card. How many will you play? Not sure. That's your choice. So maybe, well, we don't have enough. I wish I could actually test this deck as well, but we don't have enough. We don't have enough black support cards to actually use this, because right now we only have these two black cards that supports Bulma. On to the next color. We have blue for the Son Goku childhood reprint of the Scissors Paper Rock. We already know what that card does. Activate on battle. Your card that is in battle gets 25k combo boost. And then you have, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you draw 1 card. We're going back to that nonsense again, which that nonsense was horrible. Then we have a new card, which is a Kamehameha. Full power, 2-drop. Activate in battle only your turn. If your leader has World Tournament and a special traits, which I think is only Kid Goku, your card that is in battle gets 25,000 for the battle. Then choose all battle cards with the cost of 2 or less in your opponent's battle area and place them at the bottom of your owner's deck in random order. That is good. That is a good card. While you're power boosting your battle card, you get to wipe the board from 2 or less. So they can't even use it for combo power. They can't even use it. Like if there's cards that's actually in the battle card that they need to keep on the board, it's definitely good. But it would have been really nasty with this card if it wasn't just battle cards. Imagine it would have said cards, just cards in general. That means field cards get wiped off the board as well, because field cards are actually placed on the battlefield as well. But that would have been a little bit broken. Definitely a good card to use. Last but not least, now it's green. Artificial Moon. We was just talking about this card earlier. They doing a reprint to this card. It's a 2-drop field card. At the end of your turn, if you have 4 or less energies and you place a card from your energy into your owner's drop, during this turn, add up to 1 card with the cost of 3 or more in your drop to your energy in rest mode. I definitely see Ghibli using this card, but Ghibli don't have much of cards that actually remove its own energies to activate this effect at the end of the turn. So you will have to use prior green cards to actually boost up with this effect. So definitely can see this card being used in that deck. And then we have the one drop Nappa, 5k attack, 5k combo on play if your leader is Vegeta. Oh, so now this is Vegeta locked. So you can't even use it in any other deck. Look at the 4 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal 1 card, grade A Vegeta, or up to 1 card with the cost of 5 or less, and Saiyan in his special traits and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any random order. So that's good. Vegeta getting support. Where will Vegeta land with this support? So hopefully we get more of the manga release leaks, because Vegeta getting support, the blue Goku is getting support. We have the Cell that has to get a lot of support in this booster box. We have the Kid Buu that most likely not gonna get that much support. They'll probably just balance it out. I think mostly it's gonna be the Bulma getting a lot of support, because most of the cards has to be leader locked. But we'll have to wait and see what the full inventory is gonna be when it comes out to this booster, the 40th anniversary booster box. Also, that's coming with the booster box, from my understanding, are the manga's energy markers, where I could show you guys. So we have this whole list of energy markers coming out. Whoa, sorry about that. Oh, I pressed the side button. Apologies. So these are all the energy markers that we're getting. Hopefully we get to pull the gold marks. So it's definitely good. I like the artwork. The Dragon Ball mangas. I haven't collected those mangas yet. I'm actually only have the collection of the Dragon Ball Super. I just finished getting issue number 23. If you guys are not on it, I'm definitely on it with the Dragon Ball mangas, Dragon Ball Super mangas. I'm definitely gonna try to collect the Dragon Balls and the Dragon Ball Z mangas, but these come out on June 27th. So yeah, that is it for all the leaks that we have so far for Dragon Ball Fusion World, for the starter decks that we're getting next in 2 to 3 weeks, the Giblet and the Shallot. And then a week after, or probably 2 weeks after that, we get the manga edition. So hopefully you guys like what we're getting with the mangas. I'm definitely liking it. So we're getting on June 13th. Maybe June 13th or maybe June 12th. We're going to get it on the client. But if you're going to get it at the stores, you'll probably get it a few days earlier. I'm going to try to get mine a few days earlier, because I have something in store for next month. For everybody that's actually joining my tournament, which I'm going to talk about next. Because I do tournaments once a month. My May tournament is actually this Sunday coming up. If you guys are actually interested on joining, I definitely could put that up right now. If you guys are interested, all I'm asking for is you guys actually be a part of the Discord channel. As long as you guys are part of the Discord channel, you guys will get all the information that you need in order to be part of the tournaments that I do monthly. I have one this Sunday. If you guys are available, you guys can actually join. And then next month I have another one. Still haven't decided on what date next month I'm actually going to do the next one. I will have to place a vote on the Discord chat to see what everybody feel like is best. But that's the link. I just posted it on the Twitch. Let me go and post it on the YouTube, because YouTube needs to get a shout out as well. So for everybody that actually wants to tune in, that's the Discord channel. You can just click it, add yourself, and then today I'll be giving all the information that you guys need that's actually joining to actually be part of the tournament, right? So talking about the tournament, Let's post it up. Hopefully, you guys can actually see it. It's this Sunday, May 25th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a free entry tournament. The only thing I'm asking for is you must join the Discord to attend, because the Discord channel actually breaks down on where are the links at to registering your deck, registering yourself, the table you gotta go in to chat with your opponent, also where you're gonna put the results of each battle, if you win or lose, and everything else. Prizes is set 5 and set 6 codes. First place gets 100 codes. Second place get 50 codes. Third place get 30 codes. Seeds 4 through 8 will get 15 codes. It's gonna be live on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm most likely gonna have TikTok activated at that time as well, so I'll be streaming the tournament on TikTok as well. Just try to build the Fusion World community. And also, if you don't want to join the tournament, I understand, because you can't make it or you just don't want to join at all. But the Discord channel, we have the community from people from all around the world. Trust me, from all around the world. So no matter what time you hit up the chat, somebody's gonna answer. Any questions about Fusion World is actually gonna be there. Any concerns, all the leaks is gonna be there. If you're actually interested, you're definitely going to be at full support of anything that you guys have concerned about. People will be there, friendly. Nobody's being harsh. Everything is all calm and collective. Do you think rather print cards that counter other colors instead of releasing a ban list? Um, I feel like a ban list is a little bit better, because then sooner or later, like if the game gets to a point that's the cards that's already banned can eventually come back because it's already been shifted, then you could do that as well. But printing cards to counter, they already said it. I heard it from a lot of people. They won't be putting counter cards because it's then you might as well play Masters. Masters is still live and well. They're not gonna put counters. That's if they decide they're gonna decide on putting counters, then what's the whole purpose of having Masters? Because Masters is apologize. Masters is already built on counters and stuff like that. Woof. Hold on. Woo. That was crazy. Just started choking out of nowhere. But I don't think they're gonna print anything to make counters. I don't think they're gonna set. If they wanted to build this game into counters, they would have been done it a long time ago. We already in set 6. Then a few months later, then a month later we got the manga set coming out. Then we have the set 7 that's gonna come out in a few months. I hardly doubt they're gonna hit us with counters. As long as Masters is still alive, I don't think they're gonna hit Fusion World with counters, because that's what makes Masters Masters. And then Fusion World is all about just combo power and just trying to fly through the game. So it basically is the easier version of playing Masters. So yeah, but like I said, the links are there, guys. If you guys are interested on joining the tournament, the links are there. I posted it on YouTube. I posted it on Twitch. You guys just click whatever link you guys can actually have access to. I'm definitely happy of having this tournament on Sunday. If you guys gonna join, I will be on live at 11 a.m. Eastern time. It won't start till 12 p.m. Eastern time. Just gonna be live that early because I will be talking about the leaks that will be coming out tonight and on and tomorrow night, and then I'll talk about that. And also I will be talking about my next month tournament, what I have in store within the streaming, what I have. I can't really tell you much. I'd rather just wait till Sunday, but trust me, you'll be excited on what I have in store for you guys as supporters, that you guys actually been here since day one and actually being here every single time I stream, even if it's for a few minutes. uh, just commenting once, just being here. I appreciate you guys for being here. So just want to let you guys know I'm watching. I see you guys actually here. If you have any questions or concern, just don't be afraid to ask away. If I don't answer, somebody else will answer either in the chat right now, the live chat, or on the Discord chat. But we're here to support each other, and that's what I'm trying to build. So for any Fusion World new players that's actually just starting up, don't be afraid. Just join the tournament. Trust me, just join the tournament. You have nothing to lose. It's free. And then just test it out. You'll get better at it. And even if you're trying to find somebody to play against, just be here as well. Would trust me, somebody will try to play you. Even to test run new decks, new cards. There's people that actually play in Tabletop Simulator. They actually play webcam. They'll actually play at locals. Maybe there's people here that actually plays it near you. We could do that as well. And then yeah, we have Untap app, which most likely that's the app that people's gonna use the most. But yeah, you have so many options. So don't be afraid to actually be here. But hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. Definitely gotta let you guys go. Gotta go eat. Gotta go spend time. My little one. Gotta get ready for work. So tune in for my next stream, which will be tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Like I said, if you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button. Subscribe to my channel. Like, share to your friends and family, whoever is interested on the Fusion World. And I definitely see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. But before I leave, let me put out the link again. So like that, you guys actually see it. There you go. The links are there. Hopefully, guys, I see you guys. And see you guys on the next one. See ya later.